Hi, how are you doing today? This is Kim Reads Urantia. Peace. Today we're going to read from the Urantia book. First, we got Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey. So today is August 24th. This is by Andrew Harvey, inspired by Hermann Hesse. And we remember Hermann Hesse was a German author and poet. He wrote one of my favorite books named Siddhartha, which is a story of the life of the Buddha. And of course it's kind of hypothetical. I think he's reaching around for things and filling in those life spaces where we don't know. But I would extend it to say that Siddhartha is probably the life story of one man aspiring to be like Buddha or to be Buddha, have Buddha consciousness. I don't really know if it's the story of the Buddha. It could have been. It's kind of obscure, but it's a beautiful story. It's not a large book. I highly recommend it. He also wrote something else I read called Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf is a story of a German man. Hermann Hesse is German. Someone who is struggling with their inner demons, with their inner, inner dialogue of just trying to be real, trying to be a real person with all of this clamor going on about what you need to be, what you need to do. Who am I really? And when we ask this question, who are we? Who am I? That's a very profound question. And what I want to tell you is that what really it comes down to, what is your desire? What do you want to be? Because you will become the interface between what you desire to be and what you believe is possible. That is your becoming. That is where, so who you are is the interface between what you want to be and what you believe is possible for yourself. I guess I can't put that any more clearly. But find that. Find that. Okay, I will read to you. May I always remember neither condemnation nor hatred will bring me closer to my sacred goal, but only patient love and loving patience. Right? So when you're finding this who you are, you have to love yourself, be patient with yourself, and always remember that condemnation, we will not become if we believe it's our duty to condemn something or hate something, then we become hate. Let that go. Okay. Find this place between what you believe is possible and what you desire to become, and grow closer to that. And part of that is expanding your belief in yourself. Then that becomes larger and you become larger, and your power becomes greater, and what you're able to do and influence is more in this process, more than what you think. Most of us are much more than what we believe we are currently. That grows, let it grow. Let it happen. Love yourself. Love God. All right, let's go. This is a big one today. Okay, we are on paper 16, the seven master spirits, section 3, identity and diversity of the master spirits. Okay. The seven master spirits are indescribable beings, but they are distinctly and definitely personal. They have names. They do have names, but we elect to introduce them by number. So we don't need to tell you they do have names, but they have numbers. As primary personalizations of the infinite spirit, they are akin, but as primary expressions of the seven possible associations of triune deity, they are essentially diverse in nature, and this diversity of nature determines their differential of superuniverse conduct. These seven master spirits may be described as follows. Master spirit number 1. In a special manner, this spirit is the direct representation of the Paradise Father. He is a peculiar and efficient manifestation of the power, love, and wisdom of the Universal Father. He is the close associate and supernal advisor of the Chief of Mystery Monitors, that being who presides over the College of Personalized Adjusters on Divinington. In all associations of the seven master spirits, it is always Master Spirit number 1 who speaks for the Universal Father. This spirit presides over the first super universe, and while unfailingly exhibiting the divine nature of a primary personalization of the infinite spirit, seems more especially to resemble the Universal Father in character. He is always in personal liaison with the seven reflective spirits at the headquarters of the first super universe. My kitty cat is trying to drink my coffee here, but she's very interested in it, but she's a little bit, she loves milk and cream. This kitty cat, she does. Okay, get down, Margie. Okay. Hold on. Come here, baby. Get down. Okay, there she is. See, you want to say hi to the people? Here she is. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Yep, she's the spooky cat with the glowing eyes. Aren't you? She's kind of spooky. She's my spooky girl. She loves me, though. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. Okay, so this is a brotherhood of the master spirits, but each one of them has their own separate nature. Okay. Master spirit number 2. This spirit adequately portrays the matchless nature and charming character of the eternal Son, the firstborn of all creation. He is always in close association with all orders of the sons of God, whenever they may happen to be in the residential universe as individuals or in joyous conclave. In all the assemblies of the seven master spirits, he always speaks for and in behalf of the eternal Son. The Spirit directs the destinies of super universe number 2 and rules this vast domain much as would the eternal Son. He is always in liaison with the seven reflective spirits situated at the capital of the second super universe. Right. So in each here, the reflective spirits, because remember, these guys, we usually think of the ruler in the capital. They're not in the capital, they are encircling paradise. So their will is reflected from the Trinity on paradise out into their super universes. Okay? Yeah. Okay, Master Spirit number 3. This spirit personality especially resembles the infinite spirit, and Z directs the movements and work of many of the high personalities of the infinite spirit. Z presides over their assemblies and is closely associated with all personalities who take exclusive origin in the third source and center. When the seven master spirits are in council, it is the master spirit number 3 who always speaks for the infinite spirit. This spirit is in charge of super universe number 3, and Z administers the affairs of this segment much as would the infinite spirit. Z is always in liaison with reflective spirits at the headquarters of the third super universe. Master Spirit number 4. Partaking of the combined natures of the Father and the Son, this Master Spirit is the determining influence regarding Father-Son policies and procedures in the councils of the seven Master Spirits. This Spirit is the chief director and advisor of those ascendant beings who have attained the infinite Spirit. Okay. So they have attained the infinite spirit, even though this is not the infinite spirit world. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. The Father and the Son. This master spirit is the determining influence regarding father-son policies and procedures in the councils of the seven master spirits. So yeah, so this is the father-son planet, but this spirit is the chief director and advisor of those ascendant beings who have attained the infinite spirit and thus have become candidates for seeing the Son and the Father. Okay, Z fosters that enormous group of personalities taking origin in the Father and the Son. Okay. So if somebody, because normally you attain the Spirit first before you attain the Father and the Son. So this is the place where you get ready to attain the Father and the Son. And he directs, it fosters the enormous group of personalities taking origin in the Father and Son together. When it becomes necessary to represent the Father and the Son in the association of the seven Master Spirits, it is always Master Spirit number 4 who speaks. This spirit fosters the 4th segment of the grand universe in accordance with Za's peculiar association of the attributes of the Universal Father and the Eternal Son. Z is always in personal liaison with the reflective spirits of the headquarters of the 4th super universe. Okay, so, and you know what, when we think about the Father and the Son coming together, well, what's the first thing they did is the Spirit, is make the Spirit. So you could say that, yeah, okay. but the spirit is a separate thing entirely, even though it took origin in that. So these things are all connected, but they're separate too. That's kind of the mystery, how these things are kind of ordered and what yeah. Okay, so for here we're thinking of this super universe is the father and son, the reflection of the father and son relationship together. Master Spirit number 5, this divine personality who exquisitely blends the character of the universal Father and the infinite Spirit, is the advisor of that enormous group of beings known as the power directors, power centers, and physical controllers. Right. That's an amazing part. This spirit also fosters all personalities in the Father and conjoint actor. In the Council of 7 Master Spirits, when the Father Spirit attitude is in question, it is always Master Spirit number 5 who speaks. Okay, so yeah, to differentiate number 4, okay, like I would say the primary personalities probably who are fostered by the number 4 are like the creator sons I know are joint creations of the Father Son. Right? They're not just creatures of the Son. Don't drink my coffee. Don't drink my coffee. It's not good for you, honey. It's going to make you spaz out. My dear, I don't spaz. Okay? That's my coffee. Spirit number 5. This spirit directs the welfare of the 5th super universe in such a way as to suggest that the combined action of the universal Father and the infinite Spirit. He is always in liaison with the reflective spirits at the headquarters of the 5th super universe. You know what? I'm going to look up here because I just said here what the creator sons, because why don't I just know this? I should just know this. I'm pretty sure though, creator sons. Okay. Right. Are supreme among supreme. Okay. They're the paradise sons of God. Coordinate creator sons, creator, father, son. 34. Sorry. Hold on a second. Hold on. You're doing fine. Go get a cup of coffee. 34, 4, 5. Okay. So, the creator sons are endowed with a spirit of universe presence in many ways analogous to that of the 7 master spirits paradise. The spirit of truth. The creator father son and the creative mother spirit, the father son and the mother spirit. Okay, all right. Oh goodness, this local universe mother spirit. Well, what am I trying to say here? I think that the creator sons are created by the Father, Son together. Right. They're not created just by the Son. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm like 90% that's true, but still, you know what I mean? I should write this stuff down. I can't just remember everything. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll get to it. We'll get to it, you guys. Yeah, yeah, because we haven't really talked about them that much. We're gonna start talking about them more. Okay, anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah. Because I don't think that the creator sons are offspring of the eternal Son alone. I really don't. Universe sovereignty. Paradise creator sons. Creator sons are the makers and rulers of local universes. These universe creators are sovereigns of dual origin. Dual origin embodying the characteristics of God the Father and God the Son. But each creator son is different from each other. Okay? Origin nature of creator sons. Right. Creative union. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they come from the Father, the Son. The creator sons come from the Father, Son. Then the power controllers and power centers and all those beings come from spirit number 5. Okay. Right. Master spirit number 6. This divine being seems to portray the combined character of the eternal Son and the infinite Spirit. Whenever the creatures jointly created by the Son and the Spirit foregather in the central universe, it is the Master Spirit, this Master Spirit, who is their advisor. And whenever in the councils of the 7 Master Spirits, it becomes necessary to speak conjointly for the eternal Son and the infinite Spirit, is the Master Spirit number 6 who responds. Okay. This spirit directs the affairs of the 6th super universe, which as would the eternal Son and the infinite Spirit together. Z is always in liaison with the reflective spirits at the headquarters of the 6th super universe. Okay, 6th super universe. Okay, so what would be the character of this type of what kind of things come from those? And I would say probably right, the power controllers, power directors, power centers, physical controllers come from number 5. It seems like, okay, the Son is definitely concerned with ascension. So I would say angels are guides in ascension. So that's would be like angelic beings that aren't necessarily trinitized. That would be my guess. We haven't really mentioned them at this point yet. But the Son represents the desire to join with the Father, and the Spirit represents the potentiality actually doing so, the plan of doing that, exactly that. So the ascendant scheme would probably be the domain of the sun spirit. Okay, whether the spirit father is the domain of the actual physical nature of science, because the spirit is sciency, the father is about absolute existence, or what is. The father's about what is, the son is about what could be, potentially. Okay, right. So that's what makes sense to me here. And then the creator sons, which are those pinnacle of expressions of the what is and what could be here, center on the highest point of potential divinity of us, which is like represented in the creator sons, because they are flesh and God at the same time, flesh and deity at the same time. So then the God spirit is physicality merged with the I am concept, with the I am, with what is. And then sun spirit would be more about what could be and the plan of ascension going forward. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, master spirit number 7, which is all of it all together, mishmash, sorted out, like that. Okay, master spirit number 7. The presiding spirit of the 7th super universe is a uniquely equal portrayal of the universal Father, the eternal Son, and the infinite Spirit. The 7th spirit, the fostering advisor of all triune origin beings, is also the advisor and director of all the ascending pilgrims of Havona, those lowly beings who have attained the courts of glory through the combined ministry of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. The 7th master spirit is not organically representative of the Paradise Trinity. What do you mean by organic in this sense? I don't know. Okay. So it's interesting. This 7th spirit here is also the director of all the ascending pilgrims. We are lowly beings who have attained the courts of glory, who are going to attain the courts of glory. Okay. The 7th master spirit is not organically representative of the Paradise Trinity, but it is a known fact that Za's personal and spiritual nature is the conjoint actor's portraiture in equal proportions of the 3 infinite persons whose deity union is the Paradise Trinity, and whose function as such is the source of the personal and spiritual nature of God the Supreme. Okay, so it's not an organic representative, but it is known fact that the personal and spiritual nature is the conjoint actor's portraiture. So the infinite spirit has created this assembly, it's like there's this gang of 3 divine beings. One of them creates a picture of all 3 of them together. Okay, so that's what we got here. So the infinite spirit made this nice picture of what all of them are together like, right? And that's what operates through the seventh master spirit, is that picture and reflects that out. Okay. Is the conjoint actress portraiture in equal proportions of the three infinite persons whose deity union is the Paradise Trinity, and whose function as such is the source of the personal and spiritual nature of God the Supreme. Okay. Hence, the seventh master spirit discloses a personal and organic relationship to the spirit person of the evolving Supreme. Okay, so this is a special relationship of the seventh master spirit with God the Supreme, because it encompasses all, because it's all three persons of God. It is, okay, and I'm getting that this picture as God the Supreme is kind of this fuzzy thing that's kind of in the process of clarifying. And when it clarifies, it will be equal to this portraiture. Okay, of the seventh master spirit. This deity union, I don't think it'll be equal to the portraiture, but it will be equal. It'll be the summation of the experiences that are leading into the reflection, the precise reflection, the perfected reflection of the Paradise Trinity itself. Okay? So, like, when the artist is trying to make a perfect picture of God the Trinity, the Master Spirit represents that picture as perceived by the Infinite Spirit, one of those three. And the Supreme will embody all of the artist's visions, because the artist, when it creates an art, you're kind of like fumbling toward the vision that you have. You're fumbling with all these techniques. So it will encompass all those part way kind of things here that are coming toward here, and what the efforts of that artist. And that artist is us collectively. Collectively, we're fumbling toward this perfect creation. So the Supreme embodies all of our efforts, including the final result, the final perfected result of those efforts. Okay? Am I there with that? Get out of my coffee, little kitty. This is bad for you. Don't do that. Don't go in there. It's not good. It's not good. You don't like it. Man, I know. My cat likes to drink. Well, she thinks she's my mom, is what she thinks. She really does. She doesn't even think she's my daughter. She thinks she's my mom. You know. So if I'm drinking coffee, she's got to make sure that it's okay for me to drink that. That's really what she's doing. So if she figures out that it's okay, otherwise she'll mess up with me. She won't let me drink it. See, that's my cat. You know, she doesn't know that I'm older than her. She doesn't know that. She thinks she's my mom. Okay? I know you. I know, I love you. Yeah, she does. All right, she thinks she's my mom. Yeah, that other cat that lives here, he's a goofball. She's always telling me, stay away from him. He's not that smart. He's just not that good for you. She thinks he's trying to be my boyfriend. He is trying to be my boyfriend. But she doesn't really approve of that relationship. You know, she's my mom. Anyway, okay. I'm just going to read this paragraph quick because I think it's pretty full. Okay, the seventh master spirit is not organically representative of the Paradise Trinity, but it is a known fact that his personal and spiritual nature is the conjoint actor's portraiture in equal proportions of the three infinite persons whose deity union is the Paradise Trinity and whose function, as such, is the source of the personal and spiritual nature of God the Supreme. Hence, the seventh master spirit discloses a personal and organic relationship to the spirit person of the evolving Supreme. Therefore, in the master spirit councils on high, when it becomes necessary to cast the ballot for the combined personal attitude of the Father, Son, and Spirit, or to depict the spiritual attitude of the Supreme Being, it is Master Spirit number 7 who functions. He thus inherently becomes the presiding head of the Paradise Council of the 7 Master Spirits. So Spirit number 7 is the presiding head of these 7, the 7 group. No one of the 7 spirits is organically representative of the Paradise Trinity, but when they unite as sevenfold deity, this union, in a deity sense, not in a personal sense, equivalates to a functional level associable with Trinity functions. It's a functional level when these 7 work together. In this sense, the sevenfold spirit is functionally associable with the Paradise Trinity. It is also in this sense that the Master Spirit number 7, sometimes speaks in confirmation of Trinity attitudes, or rather, acts as spokesman for the attitude of the sevenfold spirit union regarding the attitude of the threefold deity union, the attitude of the Paradise Trinity. Master Spirit number 7 sometimes speaks in confirmation of Trinity attitudes. Okay. Spirit number 7 sometimes speaks in confirmation of Trinity attitudes, or rather acts as spokesman for the attitude of the 7 spirit union regarding the attitude of the threefold deity union, the attitude of the Paradise Trinity. Okay, so this is an important position. So this is like one step closer to physical reality. So yeah, okay. Yeah. Because I think the threefold, the Trinity is kind of, well, you know, they're wonderful, but I think they're busy being perfect. You know, being this object of our desire and adulation, these objects. Yeah. Full-time job being a yeah. The multiple functions of the 7th Master Spirit range from a combined portraiture of the personal natures of the Father, Son, and Spirit through a representation of the personal attitude of God the Supreme to a disclosure of the deity attitude of the Paradise Trinity. And in certain respects, this presiding spirit is similarly expressive of the attitudes of the ultimate and of the supreme ultimate. Wow. Okay, so the supreme ultimate is the relation between practice, service, ministry oriented, action oriented worship, and theological, intellectual understanding of God. Okay. supreme, ultimate. Supreme is action-based, experiential, and ultimate is thought-based, theory-based religion. Okay? Okay. Okay. It is Master Spirit number 7 who, in his multiple capacities, personally sponsors the progress of the ascension candidates from the worlds of time in their attempts to achieve comprehension of the undivided deity of supremacy. Right. The supreme, the experience of deity. Yeah. Such comprehension involves a grasp of the existential sovereignty of the Trinity of supremacy, so coordinated with a concept of the growing experiential sovereignty of the Supreme Being as to constitute the creature grasp of the unity of supremacy. Okay, so here we've got here referenced here in this sentence here the experiential and the existential, which in my mind is about the ultimate. Yeah, so something, the Supreme Being is the focus of the Trinity of supremacy. See, what is the Trinity of supremacy? I think it's the Supreme Being, and it's more than that, though. That's like the pinnacle of it, or the focal point of the Trinity of supremacy. Creature realization of these three factors equals Havona comprehension of Trinity reality, and endows the pilgrims of time with the ability eventually to penetrate the Trinity, to discover the three infinite persons of deity. Okay. So you not only have to understand God, you have to put that understanding into action at some point. It's not just about and that's it. To put that into action. The inability of the Havona pilgrims fully to find God the Supreme is compensated by the seventh Master Spirit, whose triune nature in such a peculiar manner is revelatory of the spirit person of the Supreme. During the present universe age of the non-contactability of the person of the Supreme, Master Spirit number 7 functions in the place of God of the Master Spirit number 7 functions in the place of the God of ascendant creatures, which is God the Supreme. Yeah. I gotta do that again. During the present universe age of the non-contactability of the person of the Supreme, Master Spirit number 7 functions in the place of the God of ascendant creatures in the matter of personal relationships. He is the one high spirit being that all ascenders are certain to recognize and somewhat comprehend when they reach the centers of glory. Okay, so we'll recognize that if we can't understand God the Supreme. This Master Spirit is always in liaison with the reflective spirits of Reversa, the headquarters of the seventh super universe, our own segment of creation. His administration of Orvanton discloses the marvelous symmetry of the coordinate blending of the divine natures of Father, Son, and Spirit. Okay, all right, there you have it. I'm going to stop. That was a long one today. Thank you for being with me. Have a really good day. Okay, bye.